What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video. Recently in Go Battle League, I have been having a lot of success with this team that I featured in the last video. It's Mew as the lead with Altaria and Registeel in the back. I only recently built a Registeel, and also Mew is still kind of new to me, and I've had a lot of success running this team. I'm going positive pretty much every single time I run it, so I want to showcase this team, and maybe some of you could try running it and see how you do. Let's get straight into these battles and shoutcast them. So this is an interesting lead against a Drifblim. Obviously, we have to watch out for the Shadow Ball. I think I did call the Icy Wind on that first one, and I get off the Wild Charge. So Mew actually takes out the Drifblim without even expending a shield, and he expended a shield. So really good situation. Just gonna throw the Wild Charge, which is interesting because I think I revealed I had Surf and Wild Charge on that lead, so I'm not sure why the Ferrothorn shielded. He had nothing to worry about, but maybe he forgot and was just worried about the Flame Charge. Maybe he like saw Wild Charge and thought it was Flame Charge or something, I don't know. But yeah, this is a pretty good situation because I'm up 2 shields after the Ferrothorn shielded. Altaria in the back is going to be better suited against the Ferrothorn. So at this point in time, I can just shield Reggie, and a Flash Cannon should be enough to take out the Stunfisk. Oh, but he actually double baited me, which was really nice on his part. But it's only a Rock Slide, so we're fine. I was worried that he might Earthquake there after double baiting with Rock Slide. Flash Cannon takes out the Stunfisk. A move here would probably be enough to knock out Reggie, but we still have our full health Altaria in the back. I was actually a little bit nervous because I forgot. I thought a Thunder did less than half, but I was worried like if somehow he got to 2 Thunders, would I lose? But you'll see after this Thunder goes through right here, that Thunder does probably like, I don't know, 36% or something like that. So we take it rather comfortably. Sky Attack comes through, and at that point our opponent realized the game was over, so he leaves the match. GG's in game number 1. The thing I like most about this team really is Mew in the lead, because Mew just wins like 9 out of 10 leads for me. The only real things you have to switch out of are like an Umbreon or a Sableye, and most people don't run those Pokemon in the lead. I guess a Scrafty would be a pretty bad lead as well, but Mew can still output some damage against the Scrafty with that Wild Charge. So we see a lot of Azu leads, and I like to build up to 2. I do count their moves, and this was definitely not a Hydro Pump, so I don't shield it. If they build up to Hydro Pump, I will shield. He switches into Vigoroth, which is interesting. I potentially could have secured this matchup a little better by throwing the energy first, but I guess I just go straight into Altaria. Questionable decision because Vigoroth with an energy advantage, I believe, beats Altaria in the 1 shield. Just because he outpaces me to these body slams. Takes 10 turns for Vigoroth to get to a body slam. I think it takes 15, if I remember correctly, for Altaria to get to a Sky Attack. Another body slam coming through. I have to shield, hoping to get to the Sky Attack. Just barely get it before he gets to another body slam. I'm not super upset though that he decides to double shield, because I can come in with Mew, I can chip down this Vigoroth. I didn't know if I had a Wild Charge, so unfortunately, do I shield this? I do shield this in attempts to Shadow Claw down. I anticipate the quick swap to Azu, so I go for the Wild Charge. I'm worried that I might not get to another. Yeah, if I had built up first, I probably would have got to another Wild Charge, but that's fine. This Surf still puts it super low, and it allows me to farm it down. I think I decide to just sacrifice my Altaria here, because Altaria has enough health where it can just Dragon Breath down first, and he has a Ferrothorn in back. So this is another Ferrothorn. So this is pretty much GG at this point. All I have to be careful of is a potential sack swap of the Vigoroth. But I land the Focus Blast, and at this point we can just lock on down both Pokemon. I believe the Vigoroth threw its energy, so I don't think it has like a Bulldoze or anything loaded for sure. And we can just lock on down the Ferrothorn at this point. Power Whip, Thunder, Flash Cannon, Mirror Shot, Acid Spray. Doesn't matter what the Ferrothorn throws. Nothing's going to take out Reggie from that range. And Flash Cannon goes through. Takes out the Ferrothorn. 2 Ferrothorns in a row. Very interesting. I guess makes sense with a lot of the Azus and Stunfisks out there. And Ferrothorn has a pretty good matchup against that Bastiodon and Grass Razor Leaf line. So makes sense to see some Ferrothorns in this meta. I think it has a lot of good matchups. Going against Mr. M. Pelipper. Okay. So Pelipper kind of has to shield. I think I play this kind of interesting, actually. I act like I'm going straight for the Wild Charge and dipping, thinking I'll probably get a shield here, and I do, which is amazing. And then, do I call the bluff here? No, I shield just in case it's a Hurricane. I throw the Wild Charge this time. This will definitely one-shot. I bet this takes out like a Pelipper and a half, and luckily it goes through. Sableye. I decide I'm just going to stay in because I want my Altaria matched up against this because my Reggie actually loses. And fortunate enough for me, he actually let the Wild Charge go through because Sableye is kind of difficult for my team to deal with. We don't have any like super solid responses. Altaria beats Sableye, but it's not like super clean. And now we're in a tricky spot, and I think I misplay this. Yeah, I think I misplay this. I think in order to win this game, I had to swap out immediately, but I hesitated, thinking maybe I could like catch a Rock Slide on Reggie, but then he overfarmed a ton, so there was really no guessing in when he was gonna throw. Yeah, and at this point, what do I do? Oh, I actually called the bait. I called the bait. That's huge. So we still have a chance. And then I shield the Earthquake. Okay. This is going to be really close now. Focus Blast coming through. Yeah, gets the shield. Makes sense. Maybe I should have baited. I'm not sure if it would have made a difference. It's a race to the move. And oh my gosh. He gets there literally like one turn before us. Very unfortunate. Takes us out. I think so. I guess if I baited with Flash Cannon, maybe I actually would have been able to win this game. Yeah, so close. 8 mud shots on the first Earthquake. That's 16 turns. Because mud shots a 2-turn fast move, so 8 mud shots is 16 turns. Focus Blast is a 15-turn fast move for lock on. Or sorry, that made no sense. Focus Blast takes 15 fast moves from lock on to charge up. But then the second Earthquake is only 7 mud shots. That's 14. So 2 Earthquakes is the exact same as 2 Focus Blasts. But he must have had like 1 mud shot extra or something, or just like a tiny bit of residual energy. Mew versus Azu once again. We've seen this played out. I like to just build up the 2 wild charges. Count the bubbles. 5 for Ice Beam, 6 for Play Rough. He switches out, and Mew is actually my best response for Stunfisk. So I'm actually just going to stay in this matchup because I know my Reggie can like kind of handle Azu, especially if Azu doesn't have Hydro. But yeah, charging up a little bit extra. Going for this Surf. I don't think he built up to the Earthquake, so I think it was a pretty obvious Rock Slide, if I remember correctly. Going for this Surf. Probably put it low enough into like farm down range. Yeah, unfortunately, he gets this off. I do decide to shield because I know he's going to want to like use energy on Mew. He comes in with Tropius. I just go for a Wild Charge to do some damage and give this Tropius less farm. As you'll see, I actually, once again, probably could have waited and built up a little more, and then maybe I could have got to 2. Altaria comes in, so we have the alignment we want, but this is going to be close because Azu has energy. We get hit by a Hydro Pump, really not good. Really not good. So Reggie is going to get pretty low here. Azu can take Azu can normally take 2 flash cannons, but because of that Shadow Claw damage from the beginning, it's going to be pretty close. We might actually call the play rough, which is really nice. This flash cannon would put the Azu quite low, but I assume it's going to get shielded. Yeah, makes sense. We get bubbled down, unfortunately. But he already revealed that he has Play Rough Hydro Pump. I know this is going to do the most damage anyway, so I kind of have to shield it. And I'm expecting him to try and sack the Tropius. So I decide what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build up as close to 2 Sky Attacks as I can. I can't get too greedy though, because Tropius is quite spammy with its fast moves and charge moves rather. So I build up to 2 Sky Attacks, and at this point I should be in good shape. Azu is almost in Sky Attack range. Let's see, I forget exactly how much health it's at, but I think it's very close to Sky Attack range. Yep, it's in Sky Attack range. It was in the red already. So GG's there. We built up to 2 moves just to be safe. I forget how much energy the Azu had, but I don't think it was quite at a play rough yet. Maybe it was. Maybe he stored one. I'm not positive. Going against Black Belt JJ, maybe like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Great lead against the Medicham. One of the best leads we could ask for. In comes a Haunter. So I come in with Alt. I shield this, I think, because he went to 7. And it is a Sludge Bomb, so that's great. And then I'm counting here. And I thought this was for sure a punch. I thought there was no way he got to 7 more. So I call it correctly, which is amazing. What's going to come back in? A Frostlass comes back in. And Frostlass is very squishy, so it's not going to want to eat this Sky Attack. So we get a shield. Unfortunately, we just barely don't get to the next one. But that's okay. Both of our Pokemon have a good matchup here. Registeel has the better matchup because it's going to resist these Powder Snows. And the Frostlass has to go for Shadow Ball. I'm expecting the swap, and he does a very nice job of timing it and catching this with his Medicham, but it's not the end of the world. It still does a great deal of damage. And all I really need to do is get a shield, and I'm pretty much good to go here. And he doesn't bother shielding. And yeah, at this point, I can win in a lot of different ways. This one's over. I get the shield from the Frostlass. Theoretically, I could have just shielded and surfed, but I was a little bit afraid that like maybe he had double and the surf hadn't registered. So I decide there's no way he can get to 2 Shadow Balls before I can get to 1 Flash Cannon. So I thought, just to be 100% sure, I just save a shield for Reggie and build up the Flash Cannon, and this pretty much would one-shot a full health Frostlass. So GG's there. That seems to be the last game of the set. I'm really enjoying this team of Mew, Altaria, and Registeel. Mew is new for me, Registeel is new for me, but together I'm having a lot of fun with them, and they seem to do really well against the current meta. I'm going positive almost every set. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Tune in on Twitch. You can follow me there, link in the description. I stream there and you guys can interact with me live. It's a lot of fun. Every day at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Without further ado, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.